Yeah! Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
It is Commissioner Cooper.
Greatest time of the year, and if you are praising fantasy Jesus, you are doing good stuff.
Happy Sunday, happy early morning trash football game.
Yes! We're back, baby! Let's go!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Aaron Rodgers, like I almost got banned off TikTok for the thing that's
That's why I'm easy.
He has had some nagging hamstring issues.
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
My beloved Jets are trash.
That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and you're waking up with TSS Fantasy. Anybody?
Hey.
Yeah.
It's that kind of morning, that's for damn sure. It's week 12. We got to get you set for your playoff fantasy schedule as well. You know, talk about all the great stuff going around the NFL today. So let's get things started. Let's pay the bills real quick. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a quick solid. Throw us a like, put your fantasy questions in there, subscribe to the channel. Little things stopping you from doing it, big things popping for us when you do. We always appreciate that. Also, go to Pro-Am Belts if you're looking for some championship bling for your fantasy champion. And then, of course, if you're doing some daily fantasy today, go to the Fast Draft app, use the promo code TSS. We'll double that deposit up to $50, and we'll give you some ultimate DFS lineups to play to win some money here in a little bit. Let's get the introduction started. Welcome to the studio with a +1, Justin Jesus Herrero. Welcome in, my friend.
Yeah, everybody, this is Gabe. He is my co-ride or die today, so he will be joining, and he will be giving out this can of whoop-ass today to Mr. Nick K. Mr. Nick K. It has been a great year, buddy. You have been matching me all year long, but today it ends, and today I officially take the division. This can of whoop-ass is for you, son. Delivered by my son.
I'll say officially the cutest can of whoop-ass delivered all season. Let's get it. Andrew LeDuc, welcome into the studio, Mr. Sophistication himself.
Yes, let's go with Sunday. Love football Sundays. I am going to go just sit on my ass all day because I've had no kids and no plans and awesome weekend of just doing nothing.
That's it, man. Nothing.
Bro,
that's how we
do
it.
Did you golf yesterday and drink a 6-pack or something on the course?
Why? No.
Because you look like you got that hungover vibe.
Oh, well,
like you need a mimosa in hand right now.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not hungover at all. I literally just woke up like 10 minutes ago. I just was in one of those mornings where you're just comfortable in bed and you don't want to move, and then I just didn't move way too long.
Oh, I love those days.
I feel you. All right, let's also welcome in Greg OJ. The juice is loose. Mayor, welcome in, sir.
Morning, man. Morning. It is one of those mornings. I just want to say, Bucky Irving, I'm glad you're coming back next week, sir. I need you for this playoff run. I really, really need you.
Yep. And I really needed you to sit this week. So I appreciate you sitting.
I know you needed it.
You and the entire Tampa Bay organization.
That's all I needed. Just one, bro. That's good. Thank you so much. Also, welcome in Ballers Meg. It's not even morning for her, though. I'm totally jealous. Welcome into the studio.
Yeah, I've been up for hours. I don't know what you guys are doing. But yeah, afternoon over here, this side of the pond.
Nice. Yeah, Meg's all chipper, and we're all like, That must explain her DFS, I guess, prowess, if you will. She's doing pretty well in the ultimate DFS lineup, so we're going to check on that shortly. But right now, we need to check on injury news. Let's bring in Brian Scott from the Injury List podcast, talk about some injured and non-injured players for Week 12.
It's time to get your latest NFL injury updates with Brian from the Injured List podcast. The doctor is in.
The doctor is in and Gabe is in as well. Welcome into the studio, Doc. We got injuries for week 12. What is up with you this morning? How are you?
I'm good. I love having the guest in the house. Look at that guy. He's just chilling. Looking good.
The guest picker for today.
Certainly making the rest of us look good, that's for sure. So, Bucky Irving, you mentioned Bucky Irving there, Juice. All of a sudden, guy hasn't played since week 4. He's been out. He's maybe coming back, doesn't come back. Then there's a personal issue, not an injury issue. Then all of a sudden now he's coming back week 13. So I guess we'll see what we got with Bucky Irving. But, he's been out since week 4, not on IR. That's a long time to be on the sideline. And 2 injuries he's coming back with. So we'll have to see what kind of production we get out of him first week back. But anyway, good news, I guess, on that front. And also good news for the Bucs because apparently Chris Godwin is also coming back tonight. Is that right? Did he play tonight?
Yep.
And
I thought he was going to be out.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. We thought that he had a fibular fracture. Ian Rappaport was reporting that that's exactly what he was dealing with. That was the only thing that really made sense about this whole timeline and him going back into the medical tent and with all this re-injury of that previous ankle thing that he was dealing with. So kind of interesting news there as well. So 2 big-time contributors coming back for the Bucs this weekend. There you go. And then at least one this week, one next week. But on the quarterback front, Joe Burrow not going to see any action on something. Sorry, Coop. I know you got him on your IR stash, which is probably where he should stay the rest of the year, is in my opinion. That's where he belongs. But yet here we are. They opened up his 21-day practice window. If he does do anything, it probably won't be till the end of that practice window, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to see him back for at least another week or 2. And then even then, man, you're really risking further injury here. So I hope they played smart. Lamar Jackson should be in. He was dealing with an ankle issue. As we know, Jackson Dart, Michael Penix, Dylan Gabriel all out. Obviously, Penix gone for the year, possibly a major portion of next year. Looks like Aaron Rodgers is probably going to play with that wrist injury on the non-throwing hand. My prediction is that if that game is a blowout in either side, then you'll probably sit him and not risk further injury there. He'll probably be playing with a brace on, which may affect his ability taking snaps and being in the shotgun, so just keep an eye there. Josh Jacobs, it sounds like he's literally going to be a game time decision, and they're going to see how he feels in warmups before the game starts, before making a final decision. They said it's just a knee contusion, no structural damage to the knee after an MRI. He's pushing to play. I think he's going to be able to. The question is whether or not the team's going to let him. So that could be a whole nother issue. I know, right, bud? So let him pay attention to the pregame warmups there, because that's literally going to be a last-minute decision. Jaylen Warren will be back from his ankle issue. He was a full participant on Friday. No problems there. Sounds like Ramondre Stevenson is going to carry a questionable tag. He also could be a game-time decision. That might also come down to how he feels in warmups. As we know, Isaiah Pacheco, Trey Benson, Samaj Perine, all still out, not making their returns this week. Wide receiver position, you got Drake London, Marvin Harrison Jr., Brian Thomas Jr., Terry McLaurin, all out this week. Calvin Ridley done for the year with that fibular fracture. Alec Ayumanor, possibly, he's out this week as well with that hamstring injury. But Kayshon Boutte and Darius Slayton should be making their return. And then, of course, at the tight end position, we all know Sam Laporta down on IR, most likely for the rest of the season. And then David Njoku and Isaiah likely both should be good to go today with their respective injuries. And that's all the updates on the injury front since Friday.
Nice. I like it. Anna, we are talking about football. I see you keep putting that in the comments. It's football. I don't know what to tell you.
What the hell?
Like, what the hell are you guys talking about? DJ Cyborg, how's Shedeur going to do today? I mean, that's your guess is as good as mine, to be quite frank with you. But, it could be an okay day. I don't see a disastrous day against the formidable Raiders defense.
I'm not sure it could get any worse than it did last week, right? Like,
right, exactly. Justin, I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Justin. Sorry. Jesus.
Well, he's got a lot to say about Shedeur, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's got a big opinion on that. All right. Well, Bri, we appreciate you coming on today. Go follow Bri. Anna says she loves football. All right. Well, you got you're in the right place.
Right
then.
place, yeah.
Glad you came.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get Bri out of here. Go follow Bri at the Injured List Podcast everywhere on social media. He gives you all the latest injury news and updates up to the hour. So make sure you go check out Bri and DM if you got any questions or anything like that for Bri. Bri, we'll see you next Friday, of course, when we break down week 13. We're getting in it for sure. Let's see Bri off with, yes, go ahead, Bri.
Well, because of Thanksgiving, we got a lot of games happening on Thursday. So
That's
after
true,
this
too.
weekend, I'll have some injury updates on Tuesday morning with my podcast release I do every week. Week 12 recap, 13 preview. But with the shortened week, man, there'll be a lot of decisions needed to be made with any injuries that happen this weekend and guys coming back. So pay close attention.
100%. We'll have some updates in our shorts as well regarding, DFS plays and stuff like that for the Thanksgiving Day. We're going to make our Thanksgiving Day picks today, too. How about that? Nice. All right, we're going to see Bri out with our friends from NeuroGuard Plus. Appreciate you, my friend.
My pleasure. Dr. Michael Hutchison has harnessed the latest in neuromuscular dentistry and impact technology to develop a mouthguard that does more than protect. It enhances. NeuroGuard Plus isn't just a mouthguard. By focusing on the jaw's physiological position, it provides an added layer of neuroprotection, significantly reducing the risk of sports-related neurological injuries. All athletes should be using a custom mouthguard designed to their bite position. NeuroGuard Plus was created as a means to maintain your physiological jaw position regardless of your bite. The appliance is designed to optimize your upper-lower jaw relationship to improve your strength, your balance, your oxygen intake, and drastically lower your chance of a concussion. Independent studies have shown that the NeuroGuard Plus will provide you with improvement to both upper and lower body strength. The same improvements were not present with a common mouthguard. Over 6,500 athletes have used the NeuroGuard Plus. Dr. Hutchison is happy to say that the amount of diagnosed concussions is 0.2%. The NeuroGuard Plus offers athletes, coaches, and parents an advantage to keep their players safe on the field. If you or your child actively participates in athletics, they need to be protected from the dangers of repetitive head trauma. Get your NeuroGuard Plus mouthguard today. Click on the link and use code ILPSports for 10% discount on your purchase.
All righty, let's get to some weather updates.
It's time to get your real-time NFL weather report from TSS Fantasy.
Unlike the last couple weeks, looks like we're not really affected too much today by weather. The games that are inside the domes, you don't need to worry about your kickers. Giants at the Lions, the Browns at the Raiders, Jags at the Cardinals, Philly at Dallas, Atlanta at New Orleans, and the Bucks at the Rams. As far as the outside games are concerned, Steelers at the Bears, 47 degrees. There is a chance of rain, but these are all slight chances of rain. Winds are at 8 miles an hour. New England at Cincinnati, 45 degrees. Also slight chance of rain. Winds at 4 miles an hour there. Minnesota at Green Bay, 39 degrees. Slight chance of rain there. Winds at 7 miles an hour. Seattle at Tennessee, 57 degrees. Patchy fog and winds at 3 miles an hour. Indianapolis at KC, 56 degrees. Also a slight chance of rain. Winds at 5 miles an hour. Jets at the Ravens, 51 degrees, clear skies, winds are at 8 miles an hour. And for Monday night, right now they got it set, Carolina at San Francisco, 57 degrees, clear skies, and winds are at 2 miles an hour. So not a lot of wind impact for those games, which is a good sign for us for fantasy. All right, well, let's win some money. I know we all want to win some money today. That's why you're tuned in here. We got Eric in, going to give us some good betting tips for today.
Time to win some money with TSS Fantasy's betting advice. Win big bitches.
Good morning, Eric. And by the way, DJ Cyborg says JJ going to be throwing 9 miles an hour. I love that comment. That was funny. Welcome in, Eric. Appreciate you, my brother. How are you?
I'm great. How you guys doing?
We're doing all right. It's football Sunday, so we're doing great. I'm excited.
Another 2-1 week on the game picks. The Chiefs, of all people, let us down. Derrick Henry bit us on the underdog. New rule, we don't bet against Derrick Henry after October. Onward and upward. Week 12, we'll keep it real simple with the underdog. Trey McBride and Hunter Henry both scored touchdowns in great matchups. I'm sure one or both will be featured in our cartoon coming up here this morning, and I cannot picture a world where they don't both score touchdowns. Game picks, Giants and Lions both score 20 points, plus 120. It's Jameis in a dome, and the projected total is 50.5 points. This makes too much sense. We can't afford not to bet this. Steelers plus 2.5 in the final Rodgers-Bears matchup of his career. You think he's going to lose that game? No. Chiefs minus 3.5 at home versus Daniel Jones, who's transitioned to a pumpkin, I'm sorry to report, has begun. And then Cardinals plus 2.5 at home versus the Jags. Do you think the NFL is going to let the Jacksonville Jaguars keep the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs out of the playoffs? No. Thumb goes on the scale today. Cardinals get all the calls. Jags are walking in to an absolute ambush. I also feel like Taysom Hill scores a touchdown today in hate week versus Atlanta, plus 310. I mean, his rush attempts are like 4.5. His rush attempts are going to be in the red zone. We know what they do. I don't know what this guy does with coaches, but they all love him. Taysom Hill scores a touchdown today. That's how I feel.
Love it. Love it. Eric, let everyone know where they can follow, subscribe, get all your great content, my friend.
You can find me on Propnosis at Twitter, where I'm making crazy game picks, like putting all these picks together for a 20-1 parlay, because that's how due we are. Or maybe my takes on society at large, like how if 1 out of 10 Snickers bars were fatal to humans, I'd still roll the dice fairly often.
Love it. Love it. River, by the way, thinks the Chiefs should just quit at this point. And DJ Cyborg says Bears minus 3 feels too good. He thinks so.
Too easy.
Too easy indeed. And by the way, if you're taking down some of Eric's betting advice, he's already starting out 1-0 because he's 100% right. One of those players he mentioned is in our Sunday morning cartoon. So get your bowl of cereal ready. We're going to send Eric out with our Sunday morning cartoon. Go follow, subscribe, our boy Eric, and we'll see you next Sunday, my friend.
When evil threatens my football Sunday, Commissioner Cooper sends me his super friends to save the day.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
I spotted trouble in the Motor City. The Giant wants to show they are the true king of the jungle attacking their lions. We need some quarterback help.
Looky here, some pussies for me to play with. I'll be beating those little pussies up all over the Motor City. They'll need more than Gibbs to defeat me.
Well, Jared Goff is not a pussy to be played with, Mr. Giant. After struggling last week, you can expect an explosion of offense from the Lions today. Holy WKRP Batman! The Bengal is attacking the Patriots, who are in Cincinnati for a visit. Let's send them some running back help.
Time for some tea for our visitors. They will need all the caffeine they can get to keep up my points today. This kitty got clawed.
Call Travion Henderson. His big playability will have that Bengal sitting in kitty litter when it's over.
They are the worst against running backs.
I'm into Dallas, where the Eagles are in for a visit to take the NFC East. But that Cowboy is there to ruffle their feathers before they take the crown.
We don't take kindly to these city slickers from Broad Street coming here looking for a win. They better get ready for a shootout.
We'll send in the Slim Reaper Devontae Smith. His smooth route running is a perfect weapon against the Cowboy, who can't seem to hold down any receiver. Heading to Arizona, where the Jaguar is attacking their Cardinals. The Cardinals have been hot as of late, but we may need to send some help to get the win.
Smells like chicken. These little birdies don't have the weapons to stop me. Their quarterback looks like a fat Bill Cosby. Time to get my Jell-O pudding cups.
We'll attack that cat with Trey McBride. The Jaguars' defense has been surprisingly good, however, they don't do well against tight ends. McBride will fly high.
That's right, kids. Use the power of knowledge and go have a super win in fantasy football today.
Their mission
to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Jared Goff is not a pussy to be played with, as they say. Cute
Jacoby
baby.
want a pudding pop percent.
I don't know who writes that cartoon, but man, he needs a raise. Cute baby, says Doug Sebastian. DJ Cyborg, not a Chiefs fan, but I can see them winning out. Yeah, freaking course. And Cat for Life, good morning, my brother. Appreciate you joining us as always this morning on a beautiful Sunday for football. All right, let's get to our ultimate DFS lineups.
All right, brothers and sisters, get ready to get your ultimate DFS roster set with TSS Fantasy.
All righty. Well, let's see. Before we talk about this week, let's talk about what happened last week. And let's talk about, of course, who did worst first.
Greg, you have no DFS wins, and you are in last place in NFL picks. Let's face it, clown, you just aren't good at this.
I mean, 70 points, bro.
It wasn't me. Fuck you, Greg. Woo! Jacoby Brissett.
Hey, Greg, at least you're not third or fourth.
If you ain't first, you're last. I mean, damn, bro. Like, oof, there wasn't much that got you in double digits. Of course, Quentin Johnston not doing anything for you. Quentin Johnson, sorry, didn't do anything at all for you last week, unfortunately. So Greg is our jobber this week, but let's see who our champ is.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the three-time Ultimate DFS champion, Balor's Meg.
Meg, look at that. 115.8 last week. It was a struggle last week, I think, really, in just DFS and in fantasy in general. Not a lot of huge points being put up. But Meg, that makes 3 for you on the season. Only 1 behind Fred. So there we go. She is on it. Let's do this. That is absolute.
To be fair, Carl,
Who you
that's
telling?
how we describe every one of our lineups, right?
Yeah, it was a tough week. It was a tough week. Like I said, it was a tough week all around for fantasy points. So not a huge deal. But let's look at the next guy after Greg was Justin. 89.7. Yeah, and like I said, not a lot of us got over 100 last week. It was a tough struggle for sure. Josh Jacobs, 4 points. Who would have thought Josh Jacobs, 4 points? I mean, come on.
Well,
so, yeah. George Pickens saved the day a bit for you to get that lineup up there out of the jobber spot, if you will. Up next is Fred, our 4-time champ, was 91.6 last week. Trey McBride saving his tide a little bit last week. LeDuc, there you are, my friend. You're over 100 last week, 109.9. Get a little bit of that last year's mojo back. I like it. Had some decent points around. And I was the Intercontinental champion last week, coming 113.6. Not too far off Meg, but George Pickens obviously saving my lineup. And, of course, my boy Achane coming up big. So, Meg, since you won, you're up first. Talk about this week's ultimate DFS lineup.
Okay, so starting up with Lamar Jackson this week, I cannot see it going wrong for him, to be honest. I think he has to be putting up some points against the Jets, and if not, then what? He has no business really being a quarterback. So Lamar Jackson, Quinton Judkins, I like that Browns game against the Raiders. I think that it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a good game for all the wrong reasons. Let's see, Stephon Diggs, again, Patriots can do no wrong in my eyes at the minute. I am firmly keeping an eye on what they're doing. Obviously, Bengals are on the struggle bus a little bit. And I would like to see Stephon Diggs putting some good points up. We've got Devontae Adams. Again, there's just very little in my eyes that can go wrong with this, other than the fact that he was not my first choice. He was a budget choice. But yeah, Kyle Pitts, I'm hoping that Easton Stick gets some game time this week, because that connection between Pitts and Stick is unreal. So we can but pray that with obviously London out this week, that Kyle Pitts is going to step up and put those points up. But I have very little faith in my team, so I've gone for the Saints defense because I know what Kirk Cousins is capable of, and it's not very much right now.
I like it. I like it. Pits and sticks. You gotta love it. It sounds like a nice little trademark thing we could put down if they start playing through. All right, Cap for Life wants to go around the room here and let's grade this trade. All right, he says, follow me, guys. He's 6-5, and he came on Friday, asked us about the Wan'Dale and Bucky for Waddle and Tootin. So he made that trade. Then 24 hours later, he flipped the Waddle pick along with Franklin and Rico for Pierce, Rashard White, and Achane. Grade the trade. So, Greg, what do you think? Give him a grade on this one.
I would have held on to Waddle, man, especially going down the stretch. And Bucky's coming back next week. And Rashard White is going to be out of the backfield rotation when Bucky comes back, because I think that's going to be Tucker and Bucky Irvin running that backfield. You got Achane. I don't know, man. I think you did a little bit too much.
He said
That's
he has.
my opinion. I think he did a little bit too much. I think he could have held on to Waddle and held on.
He wanted to throw in there. He has JSN, so I guess that was the reason he's looking more to upgrade the running back core, I guess. Justin, what do you think of this trade?
He got rid of Rico.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Not every trade you got to win, but every trade you got to feel like you got better. I can see where he thinks he got better off of this trade, and I can see where he did get better. I mean, Achane is a grade 1 running back. That is a top-tier guy in fantasy. You got him you flipped Rico, who's going to be probably a nobody next year. Bucky was probably the biggest loss you took. Yeah. I know Greg would probably say it was Waddle, but I think Bucky was probably the biggest loss you took. And then, I think Tootin's not a bad option for this year. I don't know if he's going to be there next year or if he's going to be in the position he is next year, but it's still not bad. Listen, if you had JSN, you're already doing good at receiver. I could see that he got what he needed in this trade, and that was Devon Achane.
Yeah. I like the trade overall. I think for his team in general, for the playoff run. LeDuc, you got any comment in there?
I agree with Greg that he did too much here. He said it all. I have nothing else to add to it.
All right, got you. All right, let's go. Well, we'll stick with you with this one then. Does he pick up DJ Moore, Coker, or Higgins? What do you think? Pick up.
I would pick up Higgins here just because they look like they're peppering him with targets as long as Davis Mills is in there. Who knows when Stroud comes back, what that looks like. But I would take the chance on Higgins because none of those guys are for sure a thing on the pickup.
All right, Meg, Ravens D or Raiders D today? Ravens playing the Jets, Raiders playing the Browns.
Ooh, I would pick the Ravens on this one, to be honest.
I definitely would too. We all know the Jets are garbage.
Hey.
Caprolite just want to throw in Rico has a bye. Let's welcome in, finally joining us, Fred the Jester Reyes. Welcome in, my friend. You're on mute, bro. You're on mute. Coming in on mute. Coming in hot. And
Still
your
can't
mic
hear
doesn't
you.
work. Your mic's not working.
Your mic.
Now my mic is not working. Yeah.
There he is.
There we go.
There he is. He's finally here. Welcome in, bro. All right, just in time. So here we go. This is my ultimate DFS lineup for today. We got, of course, Jared Goff. I think everyone's really hot on Goff today. Like to see this Lions offense in general bounce back. So I went heavy on the Lions today. Giants 29th against fantasy QBs. Travion Henderson, great play today with Cincinnati being dead last against fantasy running backs. I don't care if Ramondre Stevenson's back or not. Doesn't matter. He's going to score big today. Kenneth Walker, there's been a lot of talk about getting a lot of more faith into him with Tennessee 25th against fantasy running backs. I'm all in on that. And of course, let's go with Jameson Williams, the hot guy in Detroit offense. The Giants 25th against fantasy receivers. Then, of course, the Slim Reaper, Devonta Smith, going against Dallas. I said that last night that I think this is going to be more of a shootout game. Felt like the last game they played earlier in the season lacked offense. We all know game scripts never repeat, so I just feel like this is going to be a more highly offensive game today. Michael Wilson, going off of what happened last week, Jacksonville 21st against fantasy receivers. And again, who the hell else other than Trey McBride are they going to throw to today? Kyle Pitts, agree with Meg today, like the matchup. They're 15th against fantasy tight ends. Without Drake London, he obviously we'll see an increase in targets. Got to get Jahmyr Gibbs in your lineup. I mean, that man is just nothing but speed and power. Got to love it against the Giants, who are 30th against running backs. A good buy there. And of course, Browns D, Vegas offense, 30th in the league. It's trash. Let's go. Anyway, all right, let's go, LeDuc. What's your ultimate DFS lineup look like?
First of all, I think we got to look at last week's. My DK, I scored 126 last week. I should have smoked you all.
Okay. Anyway, LeDuc, can you go on with your fucking lineup? Jesus Christ.
Yes, I can. So I am attacking that Lions offense this week. Jahmyr Gibbs, like you said, he's just gonna break one, it seems like, against this god-awful run defense. Jared Goff is gonna have himself a day as well. That Lions offense gets back on track. With Pacheco sitting once again, I have Kareem Hunt in my lineup. I think he finds the end zone in what should be a close game. I know it's a tough matchup. The Colts are pretty good against the run, but I can see him getting, in the end zone down from the 1 or 2 yard line, something like that. Devonta Smith with the Eagles. Once again, this is a game that's going to be close, back and forth, I think. So Smith is going to be involved heavily as the A.J. Brown situation continues to deteriorate. I can't say that word right now. Kayshon Boutte makes his return to the Pats offense in a game that Drake May is going to be flinging it all over the place. I think he's going to be excited to get his deep threat back. So I see Boutte getting in the end zone on a deep play today. And then Michael Wilson has just been on fire for the Cardinals. Still no Marvin Harrison there. So, and once again, another close game. Should be some points scored there. Michael Wilson fits in well here at 4,800. And then this one makes me nervous, but I am going to go Travis Kelce just because it's one of those gut plays where it feels like the Chiefs are reeling right now. Mahomes should probably, fall back to what he's comfortable with, what has worked in the past. And I feel like this is one of those last hurrah games for Kelce at home, because I still think he's going to retire after this year. So I think Kelce does all right today. And then, like you said, Coop, Trevion Henderson, I think even with Stevenson back, I think he does enough because he has that big play potential. So I can see him breaking another one, a couple big runs today. And then I'm just going with the Bears defense, Mason Rudolph potentially playing, or even if it's Rodgers with the bum wrist. I think the Bears defense is going to be a pretty good play at home this week.
All right, before your vocabulary starts to deteriorate any further, can I ask you this one, Pierce or Juwan Jennings?
Oh, geez. I'm gonna go Pierce, I think, here, just because I think that game, like I said, that Indy and Chiefs game is gonna be good. I think the Colts are gonna have to score to win, and so I think Pierce just gets more opportunity.
Only reason I would lean Juwan Jennings here, because I think this is kind of a coin flip, quite frankly, and I would just want that one guy on Monday night, like just in case kind of thing.
I get what that does for the psyche. I get it.
Yeah, just in case. You know what I mean? Like it always just feels good when you got that option out there. All right, let's go to Fred. Let's talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
The 4-time champion Fred. All right, here we go. I guess what I've been hearing, everybody's been taking Jared Goff. It's just a great play this week. He's playing the Giants, and the Giants are terrible. I went with Walker and Judkins. My week went with matchups. Tennessee is very weak. Las Vegas is weak. So I thought for the pricing that them two running backs would do me pretty well. Pittman has been doing good every week. I think this is going to be with a shootout game. So I think Pittman I think both are going to be high scoring. Devonta Smith, just like Jason, Dallas just gives up big points every time. They have no defense. And of course, Odunze, Pittsburgh is not the Pittsburgh of old. I think Meg has been going, and Diggs' connection has been going great. I think they have another good week. They're playing another weak team. So, like I said, everything has been being based on matchups. And last but not least, I picked the Browns. It's still our Las Vegas Raiders. It's Geno Smith. He just turns the ball over a lot.
All right, I like it. Justin, what say you for your ultimate DFS lineup?
All right, so I went with Lamar Jackson. Started off strong, kind of like Meg said. Like, this is just a foolproof game. This kind of feels like one of those games where he's just going to feed everybody and really skyrocket up the fantasy rankings. Jahmyr Gibbs, easy money. Travion Henderson, I just can't see the Patriots seeing what they've seen over the past 2 to 3 weeks and go, yeah, let's go right back to Ramondre leading the way. Dude has like 8 fumbles. Like, why would you keep doing that? I went with Basehall Tootin. I did it before he got cleared. He got cleared. That saved my ass. Didn't have to send Jason a replacement. I think it's going to be a great game for him and ETN. Could easily see them both getting a touchdown. J-Mo has been spectacular since DC took over the play calling. I look for it to be even better today because if the Eagles didn't have anybody to guard him, the Giants don't even have anybody close to guard that speed. Speaking of speed, Rashid Shaheed. I think Horton's on IR right now. Kupp is going to the retirement home soon. It's the perfect time to get this guy going, and it's a perfect matchup. I mean, Sam Darnold needs to get some touchdowns to replace those interceptions that he threw last week. Why not get Shaheed involved? 4,600, easy money. Zay Flowers, as I said, Lamar is probably going to go on a rampage today. I think Zay Flowers is going to be the main recipient of that rampage. And then Dallas Goedert, 4,200 is really what I was left with. And I could not pass up the fact that Dallas Goedert was 4,200. He's had a hell of a season so far. I think it's really gone under the wire. And I think, with A.J. Brown continuously doing A.J. Brown things, it's just going to open up more opportunities for Dallas Goedert. Then the Browns defense, it's really kind of a toss-up. Who do you want, the Browns defense, the Raiders defense? I think it's going to be a defensive struggle no matter what. But the Browns defense has Myles Garrett, who's had 4 sack games twice this year, and the Raiders don't have a left tackle. So it just kind of seems like, there's your sign.
By the way, Goddard, not a bad play at all today because last time they played, Goddard was targeted heavily in that matchup. So I think that's a real good play today. While I'm on you here, Sam wants to know Algier or Gainwell?
Oh, geez. I like to say Algier just because it's the matchup, but I think I'm going to go with Gainwell because he's been used better. He's been used better. Algier, unfortunately, just like Bijan, is kind of shaky today because how are they going to get the ball down the field other than running it? I mean, Kirk Cousins, come on, Easton Stick. I don't think you can put those two together and make a good quarterback at this point.
All right, there it is. I like you. All right, let's get to Greg, not last, but yes, last. Greg, what can you say?
All I'm going to say is when I said Jason my DFS lineup, I said I hate DFS, Jason.
He sure
that
did.
was my text. I hate DFS, bro. But
I left your tight end from last weekend too. Apparently, my bad.
Damn. It just hurt.
That was the problem. That was the problem from last week.
It's Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews today. My bad.
Yes, kick me while I'm down. I don't even care. Look, Matt Stafford against Tampa Bay, I think is a good matchup. He's the MVP. I think he has like 3 of the last 4 games. He has like 4 TD passes each game. So I went with Matt Stafford against Tampa Bay. They're 28th against fantasy quarterbacks. I like ATN against Arizona for the price. Just like everybody else went with Travion Henderson. T. Higgins, no Jamar Chase. Flacco loves the target T. Higgins since he's been back. Ondunze is a target beast. Caleb Love's looking for him. Went with J-Mo like everyone else. And Kenneth Gainwell I went with because Warren has been hurt. And I don't trust Aaron Rodgers. And I think the only way Pittsburgh is going to garner any offense is they got to run the hell out of the ball. And my tight end is Mark Andrews against the shitty-ass Jets. I think he has a big game. And like everyone else, I went with the Browns against the Raiders. There you go.
All right.
I hate that he said with like everybody else like 5 times. That makes me so uncertain of my lineup.
Yeah. when I pick, I'm gonna ask Jason who did everybody else pick.
I know it's funny. It's funny you guys say that because when I start putting the picks into the graphics, and I notice like Greg and Fred both picked something, and then I picked it too. I'm like, oh shit, I need to rethink this shit right now.
Listen, it either works out in my favor or it fucks everybody else up.
Love it. All right, well, let's get on. Speaking of picks, let's get on with our picks. And we got Carl joining us from the Patriots Touchback Podcast. Look at Fred's like, yeah, you're right, I'm out.
Will TSS Fantasy pick the right teams to win this week? Outlook not good.
Hey, I just got good morning, Carl. How are you this morning?
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, Meg. Hope we're all well. Hope we're all good. Yeah, I've had a pretty standard weekend. 2 good things have come out of this. First of all, the Bills lose. We are happy about that, the Duke. Which basically means Josh Allen has approached Bonnie Blue levels of being sacked in one night. And also I won a parlay last night on college football. First time I've ever done it. So
Nice.
Duke bailed me out big time.
Waking up with some fat pockets. Gotta love that. By the way, I got the message that you had sent me a video. I apologize because during, while I'm streaming, if I try to pull anything up, it starts to glitch my computer, so I can't pull it up now. But we'll try to throw that on next week, hopefully, if it's still appropriate. All right, let's talk about our picks, and let's go of course, first we're going to go with last week. How did we do? Well, looky here. Me and LeDuc. Greg's like, yes, I'm not last. But in fourth, nonetheless. So Meg actually a good week, 11-4, right behind us. Fred and Greg at 9-6, and 8-7 goes the Justin. And here's our yearly look.
Okay, only 2 games back.
He's only 2 games. I still got my 1 game lead on LeDuc. Justin and Fred are, it's basically me and LeDuc. Y'all are just fighting for 3rd place at this point. And Meg's 3 games behind them. And as Greg just said, he is 2 games behind Meg. And unfortunately, we're all 1 game down already because we all like Buffalo this week. That was a bit of a surprise for sure, for me anyway. I thought it'd be a decent game, but I didn't think it was going to be like that. All right, let's get on to this week. Plus, we're going to do our picks for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, since we'll be on next Friday and won't be seeing you prior to that. So here we go with the Colts at Kansas City. Colts lead the series 18-10. Last time they played was in 2022, and the Colts won 20-17. They won 2 in a row in the series. KC is favored by 3.5, and the over/under is 50.5. Justin, who you like in this one?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. LeDuc, how about you?
I did go with the Chiefs. Like I said earlier, I just don't think that Mahomes is going to let them drop 3 in a row and another home game. So it's going to be a good game, but the Chiefs will win this.
All right. Carl, what do you think?
I echoed the same what LeDuc has said. Yeah, I've got the Chiefs winning this.
Greg?
I went with the Chiefs. I don't think in the Mahomes era they have 3 straight losing with losing streaks. So they
I don't know if we're all just crazy feeling that way, just kind of going with the old guard, I guess, if you will, because I feel the same. But someone does not feel the same. Meg, who did you pick in this one?
I've gone for the Colts on this one. I just have a sneaky feeling that they've got it in them to smash through those Chiefs.
Go ahead and let's howl it up. I was surprised too Fred didn't go Colts, but she did not. It's Meg, our lone wolf. Wolf dress this week. That's it's going to be, I think, hopefully at least a good game, but I've been saying it. We're all expecting the Daniel Jones other foot to drop at some point. Maybe this will be the game that happens. Looks like Fred is back with us now. Hello, Fred. Welcome back. All right, let's go to a one good matchup to one shitty matchup with the Seattle Seahawks at the Tennessee Titans. Seattle leads the series 11-8. Last time they played was in 23. Seattle won 20-17. Seattle is favored by 12.5, and the over/under is 42.5. Let's go, LeDuc. Who wins this one?
Oh, come on, it's Seattle.
Put that hammer down, Carl. Unless you got any opposite thing on this one, we're all liking the Seahawks in this.
No, Seattle are going to win this comfortably.
I figured. I didn't think we need any drama behind that one. Let's go Vikings at the Packers. Packers lead this series 66-60-3. They split last season. Minnesota won 27-20. Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. Minnesota swept them last season. They won 27-25 and 31-29. Green Bay is favored by 6 in this one. Over under 42.5. Meg, who do you like in this one?
I can't remember who I picked, but I think it was the Vikings.
She's turning into Fred. There she is.
Call it pigeons instinct.
She's officially part of the crew now, for sure. Carl, who do you like in this one?
A quarterback I don't trust against an offense I don't trust. Oh, shit. Packers are at home. It's Lambeau Field. Give me the Packers.
Greg?
I went with Green Bay, man. I think they pull it out this week. Like Carl said, I don't trust JJ right now, man. This is rookie season, and I think Green Bay's defense does enough to bring the victory.
Yeah, I like that. Fred, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers. JJ's been giving up an interception every single game, at least one. So I'm going with the Packers. They got to get it. They have to get out their funk.
Justin?
Pack.
Put it down, the hammer down. We all.
Oh, I didn't pick Minnesota. Clearly.
We were
I want to see you go with it for a little bit.
I mean, if you want to switch it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to switch, you can, but, it's all good.
We're good. I'll stick with it. It's fine.
All right, let's go with the epic matchup of the day. The disgusting New York Jets go to Baltimore. Baltimore leads the series 10-2. Baltimore, last time they played was in 2022. Baltimore won 24-9. They won 2 in a row in the series and 10 out of the last 11. Baltimore is favored by 14.5. The over-under is 44.5. Greg, who do you like in this one?
Why you went to me first?
Because we want to get you to say, sir.
They usually go in order, but skip Carl.
It's either hammer down or you're
this one to you.
I did a Fred this week. I ain't stupid. I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah. Let's put the hammer down on this one. Everyone likes the Ravens. Nobody likes the Jets.
You know, now that Tyrod Taylor's in, I might have picked the Jets.
Yeah. Okay. You want to switch? You want to switch?
Let Fred switch.
Go ahead. You can switch right now. Let's go. Let's hear it.
I'm messing your graphics. Come on.
Can I switch after the game?
Carl, did you want to pick the Jets? I just wanted to make sure.
Do I fuck? No, give me the Ravens.
The paper bag, bro.
Baltimore Ravens is also by the Eagleburg Dragons, or Dragon Dog 49. He loves them. All right, or he or she, my bad. Let's go to the next matchup we got today. The Giants at the Detroit Lions. Lions lead the series 25-21-1. Last time they played was in 22. Detroit won 31-18. They've won 3 in a row. They're favored by 11.5, and the over-under is 50.5. Carl, who you like in this one?
After putting my faith in, why did I put my faith in Jameis Winston last week? Why did I do that? I knew he'd fuck it up for me. No, it's Detroit. Detroit are winning this.
Fred's got it right. Get that mallet out. We all like Detroit. And, listen, it's not bad to put your faith in Jameis Winston. He has good games. This might be a great game for him, but I still think they'll lose because you're going to see a big offensive push from the Lions today. So hopefully this will be a good fantasy output on both sides of the football, is what I'm expecting to see in this particular matchup. Let's go to the next one. The Steelers visit the Bears. Bears lead the series 19-8-1. Last time they played was in 2021, and Pittsburgh won 29-27. Chicago actually has won 3 out of the last 4 in the matchup. However, Chicago's favored by 3. Over under is 45.5. Fred, who do you like in this one?
I went with the Bears.
You sure about that?
Dramatic pause.
So, Meg, I'm gonna help you out. You always gotta keep your picks around so you remember what you picked, so they don't embarrass you.
Literally what I do, Fred. Don't worry.
You gotta write that shit down.
I got him right there.
That's great. Justin, who you like in this one?
The Bears. The Bears.
The Bears. I was kind of back and forth on this. This is pretty. I don't know. I think this is tougher than maybe we're thinking, but we'll see. Leduc, who you like?
No, it's the Bears for me as well. I think they continue to
Did we all pick
get it done.
Meg, who you like?
I'm going to say I like the Bears.
Carl, who you like?
Bears will win in spite of Caleb Williams.
Okay, Greg, who do you like?
Y'all forget who's the Bears' daddy. It's Aaron Rodgers. He owns the Bears. I was listening to an interview, and that dude was going in on the Bears. And I just think he's going to do enough. The run game, I don't trust Caleb Williams, and I trust Aaron Rodgers more. I'm going with Pittsburgh, baby.
Is he playing?
Owns the Bears.
Howl it up for Greg. This is a bad one. You might get one here. I mean, I think this is kind of one of those coin flip games here. Bears have surprisingly gotten to their record as well. And we got the the Eaglebird Dragon does not apparently like the Steelers at all. He says, "Boo Steelers."
Eaglebird.
In any
The
shape.
Ravens fan.
He likes
And he's
the
an Eagle
Eagles.
fan.
Who likes the Eagles here? I'm actually married to the Eagles, so I have to like the Eagles a bit. But I'm for America's team. He likes the Ravens and the Eagles. He is a Bird fan, apparently. True. All right, let's get to the next particular matchup. We got the Patriots at the Bengals. Patriots lead this series 18-10. Last time they played was in 24, which is last year. New England won 16-10. New England's favored by 5.5. The over/under here is 50.5. Justin, who you like?
I'll go with the Patriots. I like. I mean, no Joe Burrow. It would have been so much fun if it was Joe Burrow there. I was thinking to myself, this could be a legitimate classic if it's Joe Burrow there. But it's Joe Flacco, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. Plus, I could have threw him in my damn fantasy lineup, so that would have been even more fun. But we all like the Patriots in this one. Put the hammer down on this. Carl, unless you want to pick the Bengals.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Yes.
Do I have
said
do I have
nah,
the C
bro.
do I have the C word written across my forehead?
Just figured
I
I'd
was gonna
check.
say there's something strange there. You might want to wipe that off a little bit.
Just figured I'd check. All right, let's get to the epic matchup. This is the game of the day. The Browns go to the Raiders. The Raiders lead the series 18-10. They played last year. Vegas won 20-16. They've won 5 in a row in the series. They're favored by 3, the Raiders are, and the over-under is 37.5. Leduc, who you like in this?
Oh, neither. But I'm gonna. I honestly, I went back and forth on this. It looks like I picked the Raiders. I kind of feel more like the Browns, but I guess we're gonna go with the Raiders. We're gonna try to get an edge. Maybe we'll see.
Okay, Meg, who you like?
Yeah, after Shadur's performance last week, I was all for the Browns, but after watching Shadur just make that epic mess last week, I've gone Raiders.
I like it. And who is this? Peter Nicholson. Don't put no fucking political shit in here because no one gives a shit on this show. What do you think, Carl?
Getting so many spams today.
This is tough. This is tough. It's a game for all the wrong reasons. It's so crap. I trust Cleveland's defense. So give me Cleveland.
Yeah, that's where I'm feeling right there. Juice, what do you think?
I went with Cleveland. I trust, like Carl said, I trust the Cleveland's defense more. And Shedeur got reps with the ones this week, and I think Stefanski puts him in a position where he doesn't mess it up. So I like Shedeur this week. I think he has a decent game, doesn't turn it over, but I think the Browns' defense is what's going to bring home the victory.
I like that. Fred, what do you think?
The Cleveland is just better than the Raiders at certain aspects of the game, which is defense, and the line is a little bit better. Judkins should have a big day today.
Justin.
Juice, man, you still slobbing that knob over there, bro?
I do. Listen.
He's been a Shedeur fan since he didn't get drafted in the first round. You should have seen our LSFL chat, bro. He was all over that.
So you telling me Shedeur got a fair shot?
I think the Browns are going to win today.
So you think Shedeur got a fair shot?
Shedeur might be looking into his future when he looks at Geno Smith across the way.
Do you think he got a fair shot?
Not last week.
He did it to himself as far as the fair shot goes in the draft.
The offensive line doesn't know your cadence? Nah.
No, they'll win today, but that's because Shedeur is going to hand off the football. Let's get that right.
Setup, bro.
So LeDuc and Meg are our only ones going with the Raiders today. All of us trust in the Browns.
I mean, he literally had a shot to beat the Ravens, and he shot himself in the foot twice. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of did. It's all right, though. I mean, it's a lot going in there right off. You know, you're not in the game plan.
You never had practice.
I mean, that's like the
Neither
easiest
did Josh
feeling,
Dobbs.
probably.
Hang on.
No expectation. Dude came in like this. Like, don't worry. I'm going to shit the bed.
There's two instances why.
Go ahead, Justin. Jason, go ahead.
It's a lot of pressure, I think, for a young man to come in. I mean,
Quarterback is thrown into that game with no preparation. You expect him to show out?
That's what I'm saying. We'll see. I think
zero pressure. He's a
Baker
pick.
What the two instances I'll give you is Josh Dobbs. He came in, I think it was like the Cardinals. He had no practice, went into a game, and
but he's a vet. You talking about a rookie? A rookie that had no reps in preseason, no reps in practice, and you're comparing it to a 10-year vet and Josh Dobbs?
Juice.
No, you can't do that. Can't do that.
Juice.
I have to agree with Greg on this one.
Brock Purdy.
He's a rookie.
I have to agree with Greg on this one.
This
came in at the last pick.
Just Saturday said
and
even
won
when
the game.
was a quarterback, the second string quarterback got at least one.
This is a lot of talk for a shitty game.
This is the most.
Peyton Manning's backup guy.
Bro, that has. Mark this right down. That was the most astute thing Fred has ever said on PSL Fantasy. That is for damn sure. All right, let's get to the next game. The Jacksonville Jaguars are at the Cardinals. Cardinals lead the series 4-2. Last time they played was in 2021. Arizona won 31-19. They've won 4 in a row in the series. Jacksonville's favored by 2.5. The over/under is 47.5. Meg, who you like in this one?
I'm going to say the Jaguars.
All right,
I think I've got amnesia this week.
We're gonna find out in a minute. Carl, who you like in this one?
Oh, Jesus Christ. So the Jags seem to do this. They've been doing this all season. They have a really, really big win against a good team. They shit the bed of the next. What happened last week? Oh, that's it. They slapped up the Chargers. Now to play the Cardinals that are dead to rights. Give me Arizona.
All right. Like in Arizona in this one, Juice, who you like?
I like Jacksonville, man. I think last week, gets them back on track, man. They got Strange coming back, so, Lawrence has one of his weapons. We'll see. Jacoby Myers is fitting in, but I like Jacksonville.
All right, Fred, who you like?
I'm going with the Cardinals, man. I like the way Jacoby Brissett's been playing week in and week out. Basically, it's his team now. I'm with the Cardinals.
Justin?
What?
Cardinals, baby.
Kyler Murray, Fred?
He's in Cardinals as well. Justin, LeDuc, who you like?
I went Jaguars. but I kind of you're making good arguments for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
But I'm
Carl
saying-
made a good argument. Boy.
Yeah, I mean, I picked the
It's a toss-
Jags
this is
last
a
week.
toss-up.
I picked the Jags last week, but that was because that whole I do believe in that whole West Coast East Coast trip and vice versa. Now this is East Coast to Midwest trip, but I still think the Jags got a tad bit better of a team and defense, so I'm going to go with the Jags here as well. But I do think this is going to be a pretty good matchup today, so I like it. Sam wanted to say Myles Garrett is a great player and wasting his talents, but chose to get the bag first. I mean,
Wanted that
hello.
bread.
Get that money, bro. Fuck it. All right, let's get to an actual decent matchup for today. The Eagles go to Dallas. Dallas leads the series overall 74-59. We know about the season opener. Philly won 24-20. They won 3 in a row. Philly's favored by 4, and Vegas agrees with me. They think this is going to be a nice point-getting game, too, over under 51.5 in this matchup. Carl, who you like?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. All right.
And
What
the
do you
reason
think?
why there's one stat which I will throw out right now. In the last 23 games where Dallas have played at home against NFC East opposition, they're 21-2. The last time they
Pick the
lost
truth,
at
Carl.
home to an NFC East matchup was 2017.
All right, Greg, what do you think?
I went with the Cowboys too. This is not the same Cowboy team from the beginning of the season. They got a bet. Their defensive line has gotten better. That's going to make the secondary better once they apply pressure. And those 2 middle defensive tackles are going to be better against the run. I like Dallas, and Dak Prescott has a winning record against the Eagles.
Okay, Fred, who you like?
I went with the Eagles. I don't know what we're talking about here. Cowboys ain't got no defense. They're gonna score points, but they're gonna give up a bunch of points. Eagles got a better defense. Eagles all day.
All right, Meg, who you like?
I went with the Eagles on this one. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, I'm not back in Dallas. No way.
Ledoux?
The same defense, Freddie. Just saying.
I'm sorry, MJ, but you already got your big win this week, so this is the Cowboys.
Okay, Justin.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I think that it's like
What
everything
are
that's
we
going
doing?
on right now. Dude, Philly can make a fucking a mountain out of an anthill of fucking bullshit. I don't know what their issue is, but that whole town is toxic as fuck. They will absolutely take a team that is 8-2 and say, "We got problems. We got problems."
He said the whole.
Everyone's talking how bad this Eagles team is, and yet they keep winning football games. I agree with Fred. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
They just lost 2
Yeah, but they're winning them in the ugliest ways.
It doesn't matter. A win is a win.
And the last 3
It's
games,
just
Cowboys
alluded to so many
Raiders
problems
only.
to come. Like
What's
we see
funny
the Chiefs'
is-
problems now.
What's funny is I can go back, and I think Justin's picked against the Eagles almost every week, and this is why his record is where it
No,
is.
I
So,
haven't. I actually haven't. I learned my lesson from last week.
I just don't understand. The Cowboys are 2. They lost 2 of the last 3 games. The only team they beat was the Raiders, and they gave up 44 to the Broncos.
But Freddie, they made changes on defense. They
lost to the Cardinals 2 weeks ago.
Freddie, but not before they made the changes.
Yo,
on
who
defense.
also
They
lost to
added
the
Quentin
Broncos?
Williams.
The
They added
Eagles.
linebacker from Cincinnati.
But they
defense
lost-
is
Broncos
way
might be for
better.
real.
Do you understand?
Might be for
You think
real.
trades make
The
things
Broncos
better?
scored 13 on the Jets and 44 on Dallas.
Freddie.
I'm with you, bro. I think the Eagles kind of
I'm
just
not saying
they've
it's
been
gonna
winning
be a
football
blowout,
games, period.
but The Eagles got too much dysfunction going on over there, bro.
They got one dysfunctional player. AJ
All right,
Brown.
It's a
Let's-
cancer in
The
its
Eagles
spreads.
gave up 21 points to the Broncos. That's more than the Jets.
Exactly. Fred, what
Does that
44.
mean they suck worse than the Jets?
Fred,
44.
So defense hasn't
All
got-
right. Let's get to the next game.
Lost.
Let's get to the next game. Falcons at the Saints. Now this series is actually tied 56-56, and they split last year. New Orleans won 20-17. Atlanta won 26-24. Atlanta favored by 3 in this one. The over under 40.5. Carl, who you like in this matchup?
This game sucks. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
This game does truly suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Atlanta on the basis on the basis of Bijan Robinson.
Oh yeah, I feel you there. Greg, who you like?
I think Atlanta does just enough with Kirk Cousins and pulls out the victory.
Fred?
I agree. Kirk Cousins shows why he's gonna have a job next year.
Justin?
I'm sorry, Meg. Your team sucks ass. You're up there with the Jets right now for sucking ass, dude. Like, I'll take Tyler Shuck over Kirk Cousins right now because at least he can throw a touchdown. Like, I don't know if Kirk Cousins can throw to his son in the backyard right now. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. I'm gonna go with
Hand off the ball. That's it.
LeDuc, who you like?
Well, I do like the Saints, but I don't feel great about it since Justin likes them too. So I'm picking the Saints though unfortunately for everything he just said.
Only last place this week, Duke. Not last place in the overall standings.
Meg, who you like?
I've gone with the Saints this week. And the reason being, we've got no Michael Penix, we've got no Drake London, we've got no Billy Bowman Jr. for our defense, who's our star defense at the minute. You guys saw Kirk Cousins in the last quarter last week. I'm not being funny. He did absolutely zero for us last week. We could have won that game had Penix not gone off. So I went with my head, not my heart. And if we win, then bonus. If we lose, then at least I get some fantasy points, right?
No,
I realize
you've gone against your own team, against the Aints. Aints. If the Falcons do winning, you need to revoke your membership card.
I think we've all officially lost our card at this point. I think maybe
at some point or another. And I will say, as you were talking, I realized I loaded the damn wrong graphic in because I had your little paper bag over your head too, but I forgot to put it in there. And guess what? Don't worry, Saints fans, because they're definitely winning. Because I was like, oh my god, fucking Fred and Greg both picked the Falcons. I'm fucked. So you can guarantee the Saints will get the dub today on that particular matchup. All right, let's go to the Sunday night delight. The Bucks at the Rams. Rams lead the series 19-10. Last time they played was in 2022. The Bucks won 16-13. Rams favored by 6.5, over under 49.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
Rams, man. That defense is strong. Stafford looks strong. Devontae Adams leading the league in touchdown receptions. Puka looking strong. Man, and Tampa just is like, their injuries is just as bad as the Niners. Just go with Rams.
Carl, who you like?
It's not tough as such, but the Bucks are in life support right now. They cannot afford to lose this game because a certain team from Carolina are literally right on their tail. And I think, I will give the Rams to win it on the basis one so-called expert basically turned around and said a few weeks ago, the Bucks will go from 6-2 to 6-5. They'll lose to the Pats. They'll lose to the Bills. They'll lose to the Rams.
Yeah, running through a tough stretch for sure. I only went with Carl next because, in a tough game, we're hammering this one down. We all like the Rams in this matchup, but I do think it's going to be a good game. So, I mean,
I wouldn't take the spread. I wouldn't take the spread on this game.
It wouldn't shock me to see the Bucks pull this out too. I mean, quite frankly, it is the Bucks. So, but yeah, good game, I think, nonetheless today. Monday night, let's go Carolina at the 49ers. Carolina leads this series. Did I write this down right? Leads the series 13-10. The last time they played was in 2022. San Francisco won 37-15. They've won 2 in a row in the series. 49ers favored by 6.5. The over-under is 47.5. Justin, who you like in this one?
Yeah, I was at that 2022 game. I was in Charlotte. Charlotte's a nice little town. Anyways, what do you think? I think I'm the only person here who's never had their card revoked. 49ers all day long.
You did a couple times last year, I'm pretty sure. Put the hammer down. I don't think we need to waste too much time in this one. 49ers. We all like that in this one. Carl,
I know I didn't get a revoke last year because I was last place.
Carl, are you also with the 49ers?
Yeah, 49ers win this.
Okay, got you. All right, let's get to the Thursday Thanksgiving specials. In this week, we got let's start with the 1:00 game, or 12:30, whatever the hell time it is. It's the Green Bay Packers visit the Detroit Lions. Green Bay all-time on Thanksgiving is 15-18-2, and Detroit is 38-44-2. Detroit leads the Thanksgiving series between the two teams 12-8-1. Last time they played on Thanksgiving was in 23, and Green Bay won 29-22. Justin, who you like in the first Thanksgiving matchup?
Lions are at home, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Lions, appreciate that. Okay, we got a question, and someone put a little dollars in there. Thank you, Rubby Thrash. He wants to know.
Careful.
Careful. Yeah, it's gonna. I've seen a few of those. That yeah, that's definitely something I would get tricked in. Justin, we're already on you. Warren, Kamara, Tucker, Pearsall. He needs 2. I don't know if this is PPR or not, so give him PPR and standard.
I think it'll be the same. I think it'll be Kamara and Pearsall for me. Kamara last week had a ton of carries, had 3 receptions, looked really good, and the Falcons have looked terrible against running backs this year. So I'm going to go with Kamara having one of those vintage Kamara days. And then Pearsall, I think they're probably going to need to use him a little bit more this week. I think the Carolina defense is good. Jason Horn is good, but I don't think there's anybody who can really defend him.
Anyone disagree or have any other 2 they would put in?
Warren a little bit. Ty Warren, I like him, but can't go wrong. Kamara and Pearsall.
Yeah, that also is a very is it Jalen Warren? Or are we talking
right?
about,
I was about to say
Warren
if it's the Ty Warren, then yes.
I'm assuming it's Jalen Warren.
Oh no, if it's Jalen Warren, no. Kamara and Pearsall.
Nah, we good with that one. All right, LeDuc, who you like in the Green Bay versus Lions first game on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it's the Lions for me. Green Bay's just way too inconsistent.
Meg, who you like?
Yeah, same. Detroit.
Carl?
Detroit.
Greg?
Detroit, man. Green Bay will win this week, and then they'll lose next week.
Detroit.
All right, we all in agreement. We look at all of us Indians. We're doing our thing. We all like the Lions in this particular matchup.
Hold up. Damn, that's me?
Yeah, he's darker than dark.
Wait till you see your Pilgrim pick. That's going to be better. Let's talk about the next matchup. Kansas City Chiefs at the Dallas Cowboys. Kansas City is 5-5 all time on Thanksgiving. Dallas is 34-22-1. They have played before on Thanksgiving. Dallas won. They are 1-0 in the series. It was in 1995, and the Cowboys won 24-12. Let's go to LeDuc. Who you like in this matchup?
So I went with the Chiefs just because I'm staying with the script that they get things back on track this week, and on the shorter week, I trust Mahomes there better. And like I said, I think the Cowboys exert a lot of emotion into this win against the Eagles this week. So yeah, the Chiefs.
Meg, who you like? Do you remember?
I mean, you're asking me this when I can't remember this week's picks, let alone next week.
Wow.
I feel like I would have gone with the Chiefs.
You did not go with the Chiefs.
No?
In this
Okay,
one.
good.
She went Cowboy. I was kind of surprised me. I was like, damn, Cowboy. All right. All right, Carl, who do you think? Who do you like in KC at Dallas?
I'm on the same sort of path as the Duke here because we don't know what it all depends. If the Chiefs end up winning, I can see them going to Dallas and winning. If they lose to the Colts, they are going to be right up against it, and we don't know then if they've got the mental strength then to go on and get the win. Because if they drop to 5-7, stick a fork in it. They're done. It's where you stick a fork in your turkey as well. Just to be on the safe side, I am going to go Kansas City to win.
All right, Juice, who you like?
Kansas City, baby.
All right, Fred?
Chiefs all day.
Justin?
I would love to be wrong, and I would love for the Chiefs to fall to 5 and just absolutely relish in it. But they're going to win.
Too.
All right, here it is. Here's Greg's Uncle Tom impersonation.
Wow! What?
God damn.
Oh, Meg's our lone Indian on this matchup. She likes Dallas in here. I mean, I'm going to give you guys now
Listen,
again.
I hate you. I hate you.
These are.
AI does Greg so dirty.
I'm gonna reserve the rights for you guys to change these picks, barring injury, up until game day. So if you want to change and go ahead, but this is just for now.
Jason,
all right.
All I'm gonna say is you lucky TSS doesn't have an HR department.
All right, let's go to
I think I saw it on the ground over here somewhere.
Let's go to the Thanksgiving night matchup. The Bengals at the Ravens. The Bengals all time on Thanksgiving are 0-1, and the Ravens are 2-0 all time on Thanksgiving. This is the first time they've ever met on Thanksgiving in this matchup. Let's go around the room, though. We probably need to go around too long. Carl, who you liking this one?
Joe Burrow will be back. And it ain't going to make a blinded bit of fucking difference. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah. Greg?
Baltimore, man. Baltimore.
Go ahead and get the Indians up, and we are all in agreement in this one. The tribe is out. I got the tomahawk is what we need for this one. That's what I think I put in there. We all like the Ravens in this matchup. Like I said,
I might change mine if Joe Burrow actually makes it back, because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase back, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Can they play defense? Can they play defense?
No.
There we go. Then.
Do they have to? Do they have
yes,
to?
Yes, they do.
Right.
Do they have to? No, do they really have to? No.
It does make a difference.
Back. They won 3 games with Joe Burrow in that shitty defense, so do they have to?
It does make a difference. I agree.
It makes a difference.
Greg, would you drop White or Hunt? He needs to keep one.
White.
Yeah.
Tucker's coming out strong. Bucky's returning. I think that's going to be a committee, and White is the odd man out.
Yeah, and Kareem always ends up being some type of part of the offense, no matter what. So I agree. I'd drop Rachaad White in that instance. All right, let's get to the Black Friday matchup. The Bears at the Eagles. Chicago, this is their Thanksgiving record. This is the first time either teams played on Black Friday because this is new, but on Thanksgiving, the Bears are 16-15-2, and Philly is 6-1 during the holiday season. All right, Fred, who you like in this one?
I'm going to stick with the Eagles, man. I don't care about the turmoil. I just think they're more talented enough to win.
Yep, I like it. We're all in agreement actually in this one as well. Get the tomahawk out. We're all going to go for Black Friday. Go for the Eagles in this one. Carl, did you have any disagreements on that one?
Yeah, Caleb Williams is going to be put in the blender in this one. So the Eagles.
Yep, 100% agree. All right, well, those are our. Hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you, of course, on Black Friday. We'll be live doing our Friday night breakdown on Friday night, and going into the rest of the week games. Before we close out tonight, however, or this morning, I should say, put your hands together and pray, because your boy Fantasy Jesus is here, and he's here to bless your fantasy football lineups. Let's get it.
It's time for Fantasy Jesus.
Good morning, TSS family, and welcome into the Church of Fantasy Jesus. You're here for your Week 12 picks, and let's get it started. We're going to go off with our quarterback, and it's going to be Jared Goff. Now, Jared Goff is valued right now at $5,500 on DraftKings. A major steal considering that the Giants are definitely going to try and make this a game, and that the Lions have unlimited weapons at their hands. Absolutely flush last week's debacle where they only scored 6 points. So look for Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown to get it going this weekend. It's all going to be off of Jared Goff. So next we got TreVeyon Henderson. TreVeyon Henderson has 5 touchdowns past 2 weeks. I know Ramondre is back, but guess what? I don't care. And Mike Vrabel shouldn't care either. because talent is talent, and Cincinnati has a talentless defense. So still put Travion Henderson in there. In split backfield, he should still get enough touchdown-wise and carries-wise to propel you to some fantasy success. Next, we got Zay Flowers. Baltimore, when they play New York teams at the end of the season, they tend to just rout them. And that's what we're looking for in this game. Last year against the Giants, they threw two touchdowns to Rashad Bateman. Hopefully they do the same as Zay Flowers this week. Lock him in. I think this is a great get right week for that offense. And then we got Brock Bowers, the Raiders, hopefully transitioning to Aiden O'Connell as the quarterback. And if they do, he was the guy who got Brock Bowers to be in the #1 tight end last year. Look for him to hyperfeed this Brock Bowers, and hopefully against the Browns, they have a great week. And then finally, we're gonna wrap it up with the only thing I've never thought I would say this weird year. Play the Saints defense. Like, the Saints come marching in, and hopefully they're gonna be marching in and putting our Falcons on their pitchforks this week. I like them against Kirk Cousins and possibly Easton Stick at worst. So go ahead, play those 5 picks, and may your lineups be blessed.
Consider your fantasy football lineups blessed.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us once again on this Sunday morning. Like I said, you can watch us next week, Friday night. We'll be breaking everything down from the Thanksgiving to the Black Friday game to the rest of the week games as well. And then join us next Sunday as well. Carl, let everyone know where they can follow, subscribe, and get your content, my friend.
Yeah, so you can find me on the Patriots Touchback podcast on YouTube and on your podcast on Spotify and Apple. Find us on Instagram and X as well. We just had our preview show of the Cincinnati game last Friday night, so go check us out for that. And just a little bit on a personal note, I've sent it to you, Coop, already, and Meg's already seen already. But if anyone is wondering why I'm pestering people to see this, go onto my X account, KB Arsenal Pats 34, and go and check out my pinned. The first pin that you come across on my page. It is basically something I edited out in a comedic, sarcastic, clever dick type of way I usually do, and it's only I can do this when I have a few hours spare. I had a few hours spare on Friday, so please go and check it out if you get the opportunity to.
Ah, man, I wish we would have been able to play it on here. Sorry about that. Cap for Life, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Good luck to you as well, my friend. All right, everyone, we appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Good luck in your matchups, and we are out.